Welcome back to the SMT YouTube channel. Folks, I just watched this new commercial from AT&T featuring Luke Wilson, and it opens up with him kind of walking around this, I don't know, it looks like an old dusty trail kind of out west. Very reminiscent of the T-Mobile commercial that we saw a couple of months ago, you know, where this guy's like walking around this like desolate, really kind of out there type of area, and he's got the T-Mobile signal, and he's talking about how great the T-Mobile network is. So I think there's part of that in play here. So AT&T makes this commercial. Facts from fertilizer is the theme, throwing shade at T-Mobile, right? You know, T-Mobile claiming that they have the best network. AT&T in this commercial actually calls to the fact that they were the first network in the country, right? Talking about, you know, like old calling, right? If you guys remember landlines and things like that. And, you know, and then they call to the scoreboard, right? The fact that they're winning in root metrics on national testing in a whole lot of different states and stuff like that. And they're leaving T-Mobile and Verizon in the dust, right? And really is about T-Mobile, because T-Mobile's been running and gunning for years now. Now, this is good. We like to see the competition in the marketplace. We like to see a competitive industry, competitive advertising and marketing. We know that there's fierce competition. So it's good that AT&T is doing this, and I'm glad that they finally are. And I think this tells me that they feel like their network actually is good enough to compete. You know, they don't have the 5G build out as robust as Verizon or T-Mobile, I think, for that matter. But it's getting close, you know, as they modernize and upgrade their network. And you know, they just couldn't stand on the sideline anymore. You just can't do it in this industry. It's tough out here. They're trying to regain the customer perception edge, you know, which has largely was Verizon during LTE and has been T-Mobile in 5G. And AT&T's been an afterthought, and they're finally addressing it. It's good to see, you know, that both Verizon and AT&T are sick and tired of getting punched in the mouth by T-Mobile. You know, they've been doing this for years now, and they're just finally responding. It's almost like somebody finally woke up at the big blue company and the big red company, and now they're finally hitting back. You know, it's crazy to think it took this long to show you how complacent and how much of a fat cat company AT&T and Verizon have been for the last decade plus. They just can't lose anymore. They can't. And you know, T-Mobile's not really as uncarrier as they used to be. So I think now the getting could be good for them. But now when you look at the T-Mobile results, their quarterly results were huge. Clearly, they are still the share taker, and it's theirs to lose. Like, you think about the wins, you think about the gains. They're coming from the bottom, right? And these other guys, the fat cats, AT&T and Verizon, have been up top for a long time. But now it feels like they finally are recognizing that T-Mobile is legitimately competing, you know? And I love it. I like it, you know, that this is exactly what we need. If they're swinging for each other in advertisements, that means they have each other's attention. I love it, and I hope they continue to fiercely compete for our business. Let me know what you guys think about this ad, this commercial, my commentary. Your thoughts and opinions are welcome down below. Like, share, subscribe, check out some more videos. We'll see you guys soon on the next one.